Reserve time.
Lena.
Top lane. MSS just soaking expo. Will jump a little far forward. Gets bashed up now. Has the aphotic shield still. Gonna be lifted and need to pop that. And we'll go for the suicide attempt. But first blood will be drawn by Saksa. Get himself a pair of boots. Can get a little more active across the map now.
Oh. I think that was NP pinging out that there was a potential smoke.
Invis rune on FATA as well. No sentries, no dust. But he is going to get dueled in time. Laguna Blade for insurance. And Wee gets his first duel and first. Tinker. Highest worth target on it. Really needs to back out of his rearm. They do get the stifling dagger blink in with Envy, and FATA with it. Combo will clean up Misery mid greatest target, but a kill nonetheless. And
that they're starting to lose a lot of map control since Tinker's not quite online yet, or maybe the team just doesn't or hasn't decided that they want to fight yet. And losing that mid tier one's actually pretty big this patch.
Oh, mid lane, Envy jumps in rather brazenly. He's gonna be difficult to bring down during the duel duration, but should fall thereafter. Does.
You know what he really did? He baited out the Lycan ult and LCL, so no one else can die to it now.
You have a sentry down, however. Saksa now backs off.
If you're Thunderbirds, you're wondering who makes the first move here.
Lycan Wolf in time. Radiant do get the kill on Roche. Big overwhelming odds comes out. LSA, or Laguna Blade, I should say, is there, but Envy tanky enough to whisper. And potentially a Solar Crest on Thunderbirds side. Just the one Solar Crest. But they will smoke up. Aegis in hand. FATA to join the... They're going to run into Saksa. Do they have detection for him? They will dust him up. And Crystal Nova will find him in the trees. Self is going to get an overgrowth off, but probably not long for this world. Yep. Going to be taking out Envy. Find the last hit there. TBirds farming elsewhere, and kind of the plight of a treant in general is it.
Starladder might get caught here.
And he's going to get jumped and dueled. And they don't even really need much else. Laguna will ensure that they do get the damage. And NP are willing to re-engage here. They're spamming out at least for the time being. Living Armor going to keep...
Yeah, NP are going to want to pick up a gem fairly soon.
Down, and they'll jump forward and find him with the dust. As you mentioned, Envy likely keeping an eye on that blur. Knew Saksa was nearby. They run and find him.
That is the Blur Gaming. If anyone would keep their eye on Blur, it's Envy.
Rezo continue. Arm up. Bottom lane, they're going to go in. They had a glimpse of vision here on Owie with the Lycan Wolves. They'll jump forward, find the duel. A couple of swipes from the Lycan. He only really needs one, and Moon finds himself a third duel game and his first level 2. Yes, they don't have a Silver Edge. Okay, Laguna will just take him from 40 to 0 as he won't be able to get the borrowed time off. We only sitting on a level 2 ult, but it is enough to take out MSS, and conveniently big second life to be getting for Resolution here. He is very strong at this point.
He's also got an AC coming up. This could be Thunderbird's chance to close up the game. Probably want to go for a kill before they do any high grounding, or maybe they'll just go for all the tier 2s and
jump forward, find the duel onto Envy. Do they have enough damage? And they... Oh, the overgrowth is there, but doesn't keep Envy down in time. Rezo still chasing forward, needs to right-click through the blur here. Can he get the last hit? Solar Crest on him from MSS. He gets back to the shrine. Now the Frostbite up onto Resolution. He does have an Aegis. Will pop the BKB, turns and swipes down the Crystal Maiden. Shapeshift now expiring, though. FATA into the fray.
I'm sure if the Lycan crits, that Crystal Maiden is dead in one hit.
Envy is gonna find Wee, excuse me, and slice him to bits. It's up showing as Owie was sitting in the trees trying to clear the wave out, and
I bet he was watching his blur and someone else had to point out the double damage to him.
Shapeshift pop top lane. They're looking for Pi, and this will be an easy kill for T-Birds, and it'll be some dual damage as well. 14 dual damage. I guess 4 mobile wards is okay.
I think you'll get it when you have the Nature's Prophet with the +4, 5 treants.
Now, Envy. He's going to have to pop his BKB here, but he gets dueled. They have enough damage. He looks for the TPL. Overgrowth is there from Saksa. And Envy. We gonna just for a little salt in the wound, throw in that 1% HP Laguna Blade.
I have to say, MP probably have the stronger late game, especially I consider. Let's watch Pi real quick, actually.
Jump forward, and Aoi gonna look to fight this FATA in as well. Defensive Yules used by Wii here, but he could be in a lot of trouble. He's gonna get blinded up with the laser. They do get the Laguna Blade off though, and they will win the duel against Aoi. Still, Envy nowhere to be found here in this engagement. MSS trying to get some work done, and will take one big right click, and does get the beautiful Miscoil suicide off, but Hero's dead. Pi will respawn soon. No shapeshift available to Rezo, but still high ground going to be threatened here. Up in the air is FATA, and he will get jumped down into the LSA, and he's going to drop here. And instantly will buy back. Shapeshift pop by Rezo, who pressed the attack on him as well, and he's bringing down this building ultra quickly. Envy going to jump forward, but no luck for him, as crits will not help to finish off Rezo, and no Basher in his inventory, so Rezo.
They're positioning, so making sure they don't get caught out alone, otherwise you get permahex. And there's actually a smoke coming up on top.
They are going to find Wii with the Blink Crush, and the Blink forward. 2 crits bring him down to about 10%. He'll get the Yules off, but he will end up falling, unable to proc that Bloodstone Suicide. He's up in 5 seconds, but still a nice kill for them to find. Shapeshift popped in the meantime. Rezo going to try and get to work on this building mid lane. With the Echo Cyber, he'll put a couple of right clicks in and force out the fortification. And there was that fast pig you were talking about. And the Blind trying to stop him. Jumping forward is Envy. He's going to Manta up. But just kind of very little risk here for Rezo as he'll blink in. Oh, he does get hexed up though and crushed. That'll be Aegis taken out quickly. And NP will disperse promptly thereafter. They need to get back in, but they don't have the blink on the Starladder. And they will get the borrowed time off in time for MSS. Overwhelming odds doing a decent amount of damage. NV taking quite a bit with the MKB there under his BKB. He'll blink back in, looking for Rezo. Won't be able to find it. Nice freezing field from pieliedie. Will get Saksa. Now Misery in trouble. He pops the cheese, but to what end? He will be able to make it up, actually, to the high ground.
He got his He got the blink off because he had a shield.
Nice 2-man crush. LSA is there defensively. Homing missile go out onto Misery. And a Chaotic Field will allow him to get his blink back. Jump forward from FATA looking for Moon. He finds him and will get the blind off before the duel. They have the crush from the back end as well. A little bit extra right click damage for the Tinker. LSA will not land, but Rezo, he's back into the fray now. FATA, he is going to get chomped down by the Wolf. And Envy down as well. No buyback. 3 heroes dead. MSS still standing tall. Does have the borrowed time available to him. Will try to turn and fight. Gets it off in time, but very difficult for him to really bring down any of these targets. Will jump. Wait, and maybe looks for a TP here, but no, he'll get absolutely eviscerated in that mid lane. 4 heroes down, only 2 of which have buyback for NP side. It's going to mean at least a couple of lanes of racks, if not the end of this game 1.
Now some very fancy footwork from Resolution. Taking out that Rax with a blink.
Yeah, interesting item pickup at the end, but I mean, he was so far ahead that just the extra mobility didn't really cost him much. A really nice, patient ending to the game there from Thunderbirds' side.
So I don't believe it does damage through GA, but there's probably, I mean, MP's been running Death Prophet, so they value that hero a lot. So there's probably some thought process to that. Unless pieliedie starts getting some more levels to increase the disable time.
3 though, keeping up pace. Or MSS.
Mid.
FATA is going to get gone on and Aoi's TP. Call there, comrade.
That was a support Bat Rider killing the mid.
And gets stunned up by the aftershock just as Firefly expires. So MSS will find the revenge kill. Squad, and this bounty rune over to the west will put him at his level.
So I would just say that Thunderbirds is ahead here, since they're at least breaking even in all the lanes. And I say that because their mid's okay, their top's okay, and Moon isn't like just level 1, so.
Degen Aura here, gonna get stacked up with the napalm. Doesn't have the living armor, not that it would matter. Will get smacked down by the hammer of
There's a
that rage.
Movement going on mid. MP have this ward to... Oh, they might get the Alchemist. They have to chain stun him.
No shrine nearby as well. He gets the chemical rage off, but it's a little too late. Shackle comes through. FATA has another Scythe, and they have a Crypt Swarm as well. And as you mentioned, this is an over-leveled support on Misery's Batrider. So 2 very impactful kills. FATA also going to look to clean up this stack. It's only a double stack, though, so we thought it was a little bit larger.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Saksa rotating in top lane. Are we gonna... Perhaps MSS does have the Echo available, but TBirds dancing around him nicely here. He will throw out the Fisher to keep Resolution back. He gets off the enchant. Well, looks like they may settle for Owie here. Owie, no living armor left, and one more. Oh, thick there, but Lucian finds himself the kill. Tie this up 3-3.
The difference in net worth, you look at the hero chart. And,
Trouble here, mid lane's getting at the siphon off. Slows out Misery. Nicely played. Leech Seed is there as well. Lasso, though. Battle Trance, Chemical Rage, and Death Prophet. Not long for this world. Take a spill, and more than likely this tier 1 mid lane will take a spill as well. Rather confident on... Has the headdress well. Owie nearby, but with limited mana on Envy, going to be very difficult for them.
MSS is here, so I think they're going to go for a kill here. You gotta get the chain
bash
stun.
off. Rage is there as well. Fisher. Purify, though. GA. Repel is going to dodge the Echo by Envy.
That was unfortunate.
Meanwhile, mid lane, they do end up getting Wii with the wards. FATA there as well. No point in the silence, so perhaps just good timing from NP with the Chemical Rage. Rage is there as well. Fisher. Purify, though. GA. Repel is going to dodge the Echo by ND.
That was unfortunate.
Meanwhile, mid lane, they do end up getting Wii with the wards. FATA there as well. No point in the silence, so perhaps just good timing from NP with the Chemical Rage. Actually seemed just get it off before dying, but that's a big kill for them to net with only 2 heroes present.
Yeah, and Shadow Shaman says you are bound. And then suddenly you can't move for 3.5 seconds and you take 200 damage.
I was hoping for the Hayataya Andaka, but you go for the you are bound.
That
Get it, we'll get it. We'll get it next time. Bronze either way. Owie. Working towards that medallion, just the Blightstone away. Soak up a little bit of bot lane. He gets that all-important overgrowth. Kind of deal with the repel here. Finally, get that milestone. Classic tier 1 top for a Roshan trade.
Very fast Troll Warlord Alchemist Acid Spray.
Should have a medallion somewhere too.
Yep, the Ogre has one.
Deduce that there's someone behind the tree. Back off for the time being, and now jump forward. Owie's gonna get spotted by the sentry.
Big Echo coming.
Echo comes in onto 2, and they will be able to blow up Misery. Aegis is down as well, but do they have enough to continue fighting here? GA's been popped. They get the Hex up onto Moon. Shackle is there, but in the back lines, it will end up dropping down the Ogre. Now they get the Troll as well. Envy still fighting tall here. FATA turns around, gets the silence off onto Moon. Not much juice left in the tank now for NP. They do get the Fisher off. It blocks on the opposite side, however. Continue to contribute, but it's an Aegis and 3 heroes down here for the NP side, and that's a blink reveal.
Radiant's top tower
At least until they're ready to fight again.
Envy. The armlet. They will find a Fisher onto Misery. Typhon is there as well. They get the sentry down. Yules will keep him up, and Hayataya Andaka will be there from pieliedie. They do find a kill. No Roche nearby, though. Towers as well. So they are going to make a reaction towards bottom. Envy. Repel going to be thrown out onto Rezo. Owie, he's
The Yules repels on cooldown for a while.
get the bash off first. Siphon is there. Silence as well. Pant Totem and Moon, he will end up dropping here. So they do get something out of this bot lane rotation. And the tower, luckily for Thunderbirds, barely out of deny range. Fertile minutes, resolution farming decent well with his Manta up. So can purge off that Death Prophet silent. Get out of the over. Well, jump forward bottom lane. Misery finds himself a pieliedie. Pie's gonna drop the wards. MSS is nearby, but jump in here as Moon joins. So perhaps thinking about it with Saksa and Misery, the only one. Finish anyone off. Well, they are high ground. Do bounty rune. Bess finds him. Fisher will be just positioned well enough for Envy to get in with the Infest bomb. 10-7 the score. NP with a slight kill lead, but a 10k net worth. Seem to be pretty content with their position. They're out farming the enemy. Enemy more so relies.
Tower is under attack.
But smoke down. They are on the low ground. Owie in a good spot to pop it. Resolution's gonna be found out. Instant Echo Slam. They'll jump forward, find the Fisher. Couple of right clicks from Envy, and they'll get the Troll Warlord. Misery too slow to make a reaction. Now the jump forward from FATA with the Yules. They get the Siphon off. No overgrowth though there. Owie just fractions away to get Misery. The good old comeback mechanic.
Yeah. Nice smoke. Smoke's broken.
They'll jump towards the high ground. They get the Hex off. Fisher hits onto 2. Beautifully placed. And the Ward Trap is there. They get the Manta off for Resolution, though. Saksa proving to be very tanky. They get down FATA with the Alchemist and the Battle Trance. MSS in trouble now. He's going to drop. Lasso there as well. Will bring down pieliedie. Owie, last man standing, but not for long. Wee finds himself a triple kill. And Ogre Magi, OS Frog, unable to bring him down. Wee's Alchemist as well. Just tanky enough with the fresh Shivas.
FATA had no HP or armor items and died in like 4 Alchemist hits along with Ogre's Medallion and the Acid Spray. Taking a position on that hill just because it's so good, right? You have the Shrine, you break the smoke. MP probably don't have vision there since they haven't been there in a while. And so MP ended up with not the best engagement.
Up in the air, Misery to the Yules. He'll get silenced up. Pie will jump forward for the Hex, but just delaying things here. Envy, though, he is going to pop out of MSS. MSS gets bashed, though. Flame Break will keep him back into his death. Envy in trouble as well. Will be forced to pop the Shrine, but the Unstable Concoction is there from Wee. Buyback available on Envy. MSS down for 40 seconds. No chance to get back into this one. And NP on the back foot here. Jump forward from Misery. He's going to find the lasso, and they're going to melt pieliedie. 2 heroes down, no buybacks. Envy has one, but they just don't have much use in the tank. And Thunderbirds, congratulations coming out from Envy and the Envy side. They're going to make it forward to the Epicenter Moscow LAN Finals.
Yeah, congrats to Thunderbirds. I felt like Thunderbirds really just